It's fairly simple. Great wedge play is about distance control, and you gotta have a system to dial in those wedges. Today I'm gonna show you exactly how to do just that. I'm PGA teaching professional Todd Kolb, Director of Instruction, US Golf TV, and the Sanford Power Golf Academy. And what I'm gonna share with you here today is this system. You might have seen something similar to it before, but can help you control the distance of your wedges day in and day out. So let's dive right into it. Here we go. Now, first thing I'm gonna do is I've got my live view set up here in front of me, and I've got this big circle. I love this visual for my students because this circle is kind of fun, but it's a great reference point to what we're going to talk about. So I got the ball right here. Notice it at the bottom of the circle. So let me go and take my regular setup. Now with a wedge, I like to see the ball about in the center of the stance. Okay, so I'm going to put my feet together. I got the ball at the bottom of the circle. I'm going to separate lead foot, separate trail foot. Okay, and I'm going to have a little bit of forward shaft lean. So that's the beauty of live view, is I can check that out. So you'll notice the ball at the bottom of the circle, a little bit of forward shaft lean, and this is the setup position I want to be in. Now, this system is basically length of swing. So I like to use the reference of a clock. That's why I use the circle. So here we are, we're set up. There's my forward shaft lean, my ball position. So when I swing it back, the first distance that I'm going to practice is what I call the 9 o'clock. So notice the lead arm relative to the circle to the 3 o'clock. So let me go ahead and hit one. I'm going to go 9 to 3, 9, 3, boom. And that's going to give me a certain distance. Now that distance is going to be different for every one of you. That's not what's important. What's important is that you can repeat that, all right, time and time again. So we just said, great wedge play is about distance control. If you're going to have good distance control, you got to have a system to practice it. So let's go back here, got the ball at the bottom of the circle. So just to recap that, lead arm, 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock, depends on how you want to look at it, and then same on that way. Now, the next one is just going to be a little bit longer. All right, so we're going to go like 10:30 on the back. So here we go, ball position. Let me get the ball at the bottom of the circle. There we go. Okay, so this is, first one was 9. I'm going to go to 10:30. Okay, now that's what it feels like to me, a little 10:30. Matching distance on the other side. And what I have found is that in general that one's probably going to go 7 to 10 yards further down the fairway or on the green or whatever we're doing there, right? Now the last one, and I'm going to show you how this can actually also work with trajectory or height control with a 7-iron. So here we go. Ball at the bottom of the circle. Now I'm going to go my stock shot. Okay, so here was my first one. Boom, there we go. Second one. Third one. So here we go. I'm going to add a little bit more pivot to it. Obviously, that shot there is going to go a little bit further. So I love this visual of the circle, kind of the clock, and kind of visualizing that back and through. Now, how about trajectory control? Because we could use this same circle and the same system to control the height of our ball. Because every once in a while, believe it or not, you might hit a ball, it might be in the trees. Okay, you got to punch it underneath, something like that. You got to be able to control the trajectory. So you can do that a couple ways. Number one is in setup. Okay, so it's the beauty of live view. Set right in there. I got my little forward shaft lean, and I'm going to move the ball back slightly in the stance. Okay, so that's a little bit back there. So this would be stock position. Notice where it's at. Okay, this is a little bit lower position. Now I'm going to make my normal swing. And because the ball is back a little bit, had a little bit of forward shaft lean, I'm going to get that a little bit lower ball flight. Now the other way we can do that is length of swing. Okay? So if I'm set in here, ball at the bottom of the circle, that's where we want it. Okay? If I just take it back to my 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock and I hit a shot, okay, that ball's not going to go as far. We already learned that with our wedge control, our system, but the ball's going to come out a little bit lower. So stock 7-iron for me is maybe 160, give or take a little bit. So here we go. I'm going to go 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Okay, hit a little bit behind that, but that ball flight's going to definitely be a little bit lower. So great wedge play and trajectory control is about got to have a system. So this little bit of system that I showed you right here can help you not only dial in your wedges, but also help you control the trajectory of your irons.